Hello friends, I am Sarasa. Welcome to my channel. So in this video we discussing on the effect of alloying element on the properties of steel. So as you know, alloying element are added to effect change in properties of steel. So as we know, carbon is the most important alloying element in the steel. So not only carbon but also other elements are important in the steel to change the properties of steel, such as silicon, nickel, tungsten, molybdenum, vanadium, chromium, manganese, phosphorus, sulfur, titanium, niobium, cobalt, copper, zinc, aluminum, boron, and so on. These elements are added in manufacturing of different alloy steel. So first I discussing on what is steel, then I I will go for different alloying element and their effect on steel. So steel consists of iron and carbon with little amount of sulfur, phosphorus, silicon, manganese. Different alloying elements such as molybdenum, vanadium, chromium, cobalt, silicon, tungsten may be further added to achieve specific properties. So next I will be discussing on what are the effect we added the different alloying element. So one by one we will discuss. So first is carbon. So carbon is basically a non-metal and it is typically denoted by C. So the addition of carbon in steel, it increases hardness but reduce ductility and toughness. So next is silicon. It is a metal basically and it is typically denoted by Si. If we added silicon in steel, basically it is used as a deoxidizer in manufacturing of steel and it increases toughness and fluidity of molten metal. So it is used in heat resistant stainless steel and maximum 3% use. It reduces blowhole air bucket in manufacturing of steel. As we know, in cast iron we added silicon. It work like a graphitizer and used for hardening purpose, also used in electrical sheet and circuit also. Then next is nickel. So nickel is also a metal and it is typically denoted by Ni. It increases the hardness, strength of steel and also provide the toughness and resistance to corrosion and oxidation. It reduces distortion. So next is phosphorus. It is a basically non-metal and it is denoted by P. Always used with sulfur to improve machinability and also increases the tendency to cracking during welding. It increases the fluidity and brittleness at room temperature. Then next is sulfur. It is also a non-metal and it is denoted by S. It improves machinability. It leads to formation of blowhole in casting. It causes brittleness in casting and it causes brittleness at high temperature. Its percentage always kept below 0.1 percentage. It is a bad impurities of steel. It create iron sulfide and form crack on steel. Then next is titanium. It is a metal and it is denoted by Ti. It is alloying element in the steel typically used for carbon stabilization. It form titanium carbide. It is minimize the occurrence by integral corrosion. Then next is cobalt. It is also a metal and it is typically denoted by Co. It increases the hardness. Cobalt is highly radioactive metal and it is ferromagnetic in nature. It is used in manufacturing of machine tool component. Then next is copper. It is typically denoted by Cu. So copper is added to increase the hardness and it mainly the corrosion resistance. It decreases the critical temperature. So next is niobium. It is a metal and it is typically denoted by Nb. It added to the steel to stabilize the carbon content. Then nitrogen. It is a non-metal basically and it is typically denoted by N. It increases the yield strength of steel to austenite stainless steel basically. Then next is zinc. It is typically denoted by Zn and it increases corrosion resistance and also hardness. Then next is aluminum. It is typically denoted by Al. It also a deoxidizer. It increases the corrosion resistance, oxidation resistance. So last one is boron. It is typically denoted by B. It increases the hardness of low carbon steel and it is not affect the tensile strength. So this was the all about of affecting of alloying element on the properties of steel. So if like this video, please like, share and subscribe. Thanks for watching.